Hey, Swifty, they're free. Here, this is free too. You can have it. I don't need it anymore.
I took that Bible I thought I had stole, and I went off by myself and I started reading. I don't even know what page I was on, but I just kept reading, looking, and hoping that this God that these women had just told me about was real and had an answer for my life. Nobody else did. Was this Jesus real? I cried until I thought my eyes were going to pop out. I was so ashamed. I'm not a crier. But finally I realized I had brutally murdered 2 people that night. I'd worked so hard to be like one of the guys, to be accepted. I fought like the guys, I drank like the guys, and now I even murdered like the guys. What kind of a woman kills with a pickaxe? I was all alone. Where were my friends? My friends who I thought would stick by me. Could anyone help me? And then this God I could not see was whispering, I love you, Karla. You can belong to me. I'll cherish you, I'll treasure you, and love you completely. I forgive you, Karla. How precious you are in my eyes. And just when I thought it was over, bam, it hit me. I realized I was using heroin because I hated myself. And here was a God who loved me unconditionally, who wanted me just the way I was. And at that moment, I asked him if he was real and to forgive me. I said, please forgive me for what I've done. And I felt this rush in the room, and at that moment, he wrapped his arms around me. And you know, he didn't give me what I asked for first. He gave me what I needed most. His love. His unconditional love. And then his forgiveness. And that is why I love you so. You find me all together lovely. How was I to know? You find me all together lovely. That is why I love you so. I find you all together lovely. Oh, now I know. My lawyer's going to see about my appeal. Please come back and see me, Dana.
Your client, Karla Faye Tucker, will die.
Oh, Karla, that was wonderful. This is going to bless so many people.
I hope so.
Now think, anything. Is there anything you want to say? We're going to use some of these tapes for teen ministry work.
Yes. Yes, of course. I want to reach this generation.
Okay, whenever you're ready, Karla.
Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Karla Faye Tucker on death row in Texas. And I like to call it life row because of what God has done. He has given me new life and new hope. I started doing drugs when I was 8 years old. I was smoking pot. And from there, I was doing heroin at 10 years old. Yes, 10. I got on with the wrong crowd, and I was pretty much using every drug there was. I was using speed and cocaine and alcohol and lots of heroin. And on many occasions, I overdosed and I nearly died. And then I started selling my body to pay for these drugs. So I was pretty much lost and on the road to nowhere. But God had a plan for me. As broken as my life was, He had a plan. And on several occasions, He would give me opportunities to make changes in my life, with the people that I would meet and the Christians that I would see. But I wouldn't, because my life was so ruled by pride and rebellion. And then one night, the worst night of my entire life, I went with this man that I had only known for about 6 months. We went to steal motorcycle parts at an apartment that belonged to someone that I had known and hated for a very long time. And being high and crazy on drugs, something very horrible happened. And when it was over, when it was all said and done, 2 people lay dead. Now, who's to blame? Yes, my mother, she chose drugs. She and my father divorced. I had bad friends. There was peer pressure, but the truth is, I chose to do drugs. I chose prostitution. I chose to steal, and I chose to murder. And now, I live here on death row, waiting to die by lethal injection. Isn't it ironic that the same needles that I use for getting high are going to bring me death? So, I would say to you, don't buy into the lie that says, surely it won't kill you, because it will, and all those around you. But know that God loves you, and that Jesus died for you and me.
Oh, I love you, Karla. Oh, that was so good. So many kids need your help, like my Joey. He's going to church now. He's not hanging around with that bad crowd. Thank you so much for seeing him.
Karla, I love you so. God has built up such a respect in my heart for you. I can't explain it. This is God size. It's bigger than Texas. His fingerprints are all over it. I prayed for God to show me the way I should go on this, and He led me to take your hand. He said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Please pray and meditate on whether you're sure about how you feel, if it's from the Lord, and if you put this love on your heart. Love your man, Dana.
Dearest Dana, if you think this girl didn't love your mush today, then think again. I love it. I noticed your man at the end of the letter. I like that. Baby, the one thing I have been sure of all along is, yes, definitely the Lord is putting this love in my heart for you. Please come visit soon so I can tell you face to face. And read that experiencing guidebook you gave me months ago so we can share when you're here. There's so much to talk about. Love you, Karla.